Welcome, live viewers. Welcome, replay viewers, to my last broadcast for a number of days. I'm simulcasting on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, all with the same username everywhere, Tiffany TLC Music, all one word. I do hope you consider following me on one or more of those spots, especially Twitter. It's the only place where I make announcements and you can watch. Hi, Sky. How are you doing? How are you? How are things going? I know your life is so challenging there. How are things? What's the latest? Have you been able to get sleep? I'm not doing super great. I have a big surgery tomorrow in the morning, and I have a migraine, and I have the tail end of one. I've had one for a couple days. I'm really hoping it's gone by my surgery. How about you? I hope you're doing better. I just realized you're doing okay? Could be better, could be worse. That's what it sounds like. I'm going to open up my chat window so that I can see. I'm talking quietly because of the remnants of a headache that I have, but I was not going to not come on today because it's my last broadcast, probably. Oh, no, what's wrong? Well, in brief, because I don't want to overwhelm, there's so much to say, but in a nutshell, yeah, could be better, could be worse. Strange things just happened. Okay. I have sleep apnea, which has caused jaw clenching, which has caused little divots like underneath the gum line in some of my teeth. A couple of these divots burrowed in and led to an infection underneath two root canal crown things. This meant that I had to have those teeth extracted. That happened like 6 months ago, with the plan that in about 6 months I would have titanium implants drilled in to my jaw where those teeth were. I'm not looking forward to that. And then the next surgery will be cutting away the gum from the top of those implants and screwing in two abutments into them. Kind of like the implants are like cups. You could think of them as like threaded cups in my jaw, and then the abutments are like a screw going into the Thank you, Sky. Wow, it's so gross. And the third surgery, they'll screw the abutment in and they'll wrap the gum. They're just going to be throwing that gum all over, just like mushing it around the abutment top. And then the final surgery will be to put, I guess they call them crowns on top, which are basically like fake teeth on top of those two. Oh, thank you, Sky. Right back at you from what you've told me. You are such a strong person. You are an inspiration to everyone. But I appreciate your empathy so much. You know, when the last surgery, and anytime I've had any kind of big medical thing, you suddenly feel like you just want to be an infant, you know, like you just feel so in need of like maternal or paternal care. Oh, thanks, Sky. That's sweet. I'm glad. I'm feeling very emotional as I'm going into this. The one good thing is that the surgeon is really sweet. He's just a really sweet guy. Very comforting, and I was a little concerned because his assistant wasn't going to wear an N95, and I asked, is there any way? And he was like, sure, I'll have her wear one. So I was like, okay, because I'm going in when cases are still really high, which is a whole other thing. But anyway, I'm not sure what I'm going to be really up for. I need to get off by 6:15ish. And I can't see doing anything upbeat again. I also had mellow music day yesterday. But I'm thinking something really sweet, for sure, like the sun on the sea, something. I'm feeling it, Sky. Thank you. So I'm thinking starting with awareness would be a good one. Sun on the sea would be a good one. Maybe I'll do When I Gotta Let Go, because I just had kind of I got in a couple of, I kicked a couple of balls into other people's courts right before I got on. And then I had a call with one of the people, and he was like, well, maybe I can go through it all and like get back to you at like 6 o'clock or 6:30. And I was like, I just have too much. I'm going into this surgery, and can you be with the stuff for a while, and then like we'll make an appointment for after I've recovered. And so he agreed, but I think I need to do When I Gotta Let Go, because it's like I feel guilty. Part of me feels guilty for like, I just kind of, there's some pressure there. He kind of caught himself, and he said, yeah, you've got a lot coming up, and that makes sense. And I don't like to work after 5 anyway for family reasons, or 6 with the broadcast. Anyway, let's do, God, now I forgot When I Gotta Let Go. So this is about times where you realize you've done all that you can sustainably do in a particular situation, and you need to let go, which can sometimes lead to painful outcomes. What I didn't say as a part of my intro to my broadcast is that I do all my own songs except one song written for me. Most of it's modern American folk on acoustic guitar, but I also do some vocal looping and bluesy songs. And I come on most weekdays between 5:15 and 6:15, somewhere in there. You were so young, the bird had stung. I was young too, had no way to protect you. Just had to stand nearby and hear you cry, and feel your pain again and again. Made it hard to know when I gotta let go. Hi, Carrie, 'cause I don't know that I can, and I need others to grow, to lend a hand. How are you doing, Carrie? That's so sweet, Sky. Never hit myself, I still have scars. Fear to be safe, I better do things perfectly, including taking care of you and all of the suffering too. Made it hard to know when I gotta let go, 'cause I don't know that I can, and I need others to grow, to lend a hand. I know compassion, it helps us all, but it's my limits I need to recall. I often ask too much of myself, when the truth is I need help. That's why I need to know when I gotta let go, 'cause I don't know that I can, and I need others much I think we can do to fix it. I believe big changes are the key, but I can't make them myself alone, just me. That's why I need to know when I gotta let go, 'cause I've done all that I can, and I need others to grow, to lend a hand. Accepting limits, it can cause pain. It hurts to know when I can't do anything. I care so much about you and me. Just want everybody to have what they need. Yet I need to know when I gotta let go, 'cause I've done all that I can, and I need others to grow, to lend a hand. When I gotta let go, when I gotta let go, when I gotta let go. That's so cute, Carrie. I think I see you. Well, I see your outline. But I won't tell, let's not tell Lily that. It works perfectly because I actually never really see you on here, right? And maybe that's why. Maybe secretly, every time you've gotten on, Lily has gotten to you first with her magic wand without you even realizing it. So Carrie, I'm all set for my surgery tomorrow. Wah. It would be good one time if we do to meet. It would be good one time if we meet, you mean? Would be good one time if we do. Yes. Yes, that would be good. Remind me again. Oh, you're in Europe, right? So, but we do want to take a trip to Europe someday when COVID is relatively chill, which, you know, thanks, Carrie. I hope so. I'm not looking, I think the part that I'm not looking forward to the most is, or I'm looking forward to the least, I've had a migraine for 2 days, and I've worked so hard to get rid of it, and it's good odds that I'll be rid of it in the morning. But just imagine going into an appointment with a migraine where they drill holes in your jaw and then screw or wedge, I'm not sure, implants into those holes. Like, what are those called when you, in the world of tools and nuts and bolts and things? Thanks, Lily. Please do tell her you have a friend who I don't know how much, you probably don't want TMI there, but a friend who's going to the doctors and they need some healing spells. That sounds good. But what are those called? Like, you can put them in walls. Okay, so let's say you drill a hole in a drywall, and then you can put in these like kind of cups that will hold screws. What are those cups called? Whatever those are called, that's what's, titanium versions of those are getting shoved into holes that are going to be drilled in my jawbone. part of which is cadaver jawbone. Yes, you heard it here, because I had bone grafting in there. After they pulled the teeth, they put bone dust in there, and then it merged magically with my bone, which is really weird to think I have somebody else's. Who is that person? Is it a mixture of multiple people? I don't know. Anyway. So, excuse me. Oh gosh, excuse me. So I want to do 2 more. Thanks, Sky. Thank you. Bad pun alert. Will they deaden the pain? Oh God, they will deaden the pain. But just locally. But I will be taking a triazolam before I go in, which is basically, it's a relative of Valium, but it's way less, it's way worse. It's not as effective as Valium. I remember back when Valium is much stronger, or at least it was back in the day, and I remember I had a Valium, and I took a Valium to have 2 wisdom teeth pulled, and it was like your experience, Carrie. I went in, I like blinked, and I was like, so when are you guys gonna get started? They're like, we're already done. And I'm like, what? Triazolam is not as good. You're just slightly out of it, but not very out of it. But other than that, it'll just be local. So, yeah. So I'm debating on which to do next, the sun on the sea or starting with awareness. I think I'll do starting with awareness, and we'll end on a bright, shiny vision of the sun on the sea. So starting with awareness is about, it's a mindfulness song to help us stay calm. I wish I felt good enough for no worries. I might feel good enough for no worries. I really want to sing no worries, but let's see how it goes, time-wise and head-wise. I've got to find a way to be faster picking my songs. Okay, starting with awareness. Here we go. All right. I'm starting with awareness of all that really is right now. I'm starting with acceptance that what is right now. I start with heartfelt empathy now, so that I can help bring out the best in me and thee and we. Acceptance doesn't mean I can't seek change. Empathy does not mean I feel the same. They just help us move in peace, come what may. 'Cause fight, flight, or freeze is not what we need. Not in you and not in me. We want compassion and rationality. And so I'm gonna try to start with awareness of all that really is right now. Start with acceptance that what is right now. I start with heartfelt empathy now, so that I can help bring out the best in me and thee and we. It's not that I can. Did I sing that verse? I don't think. It's not that I can control what he says or does, but if I want peace of mind no matter what, and to maybe help us get out of a rut, empathic curiosity guides me through. I pause to reflect before I do. I gently ask myself, is that really true? And so I'm gonna try to start with awareness of all that really is right now. Start with acceptance that what is right now. I start with heartfelt empathy now, so that I can help bring out the best in me and thee and we. I'm willing to accept and mourn my unmet needs. If there's a crisis of imagination, we need a grace. So I don't panic or resort to rewards or punishing. Without rewards or punishments, anger can't live in me. I can think of mutually beneficial strategies and make requests and not demands of anybody. And so I'm gonna try to start with awareness of all that really is right now. Start with acceptance that what is right now. I start with heartfelt empathy now, so that I can help bring out the best in me and thee and we. Without demands or threats, I can give my love freely. 'Cause to condition my love, it hurts both you and me, and invites us each to fight, flight or freeze. Yet we want peace without and peace within. Yet we want peace without and peace within. So healing and collaboration, it can really begin. So we can be all that we can be through thick and thin. And so I'm gonna try to start with awareness of all that really is right now. Start with acceptance that what is right now. I start with heartfelt empathy now, so that I can help bring out the best in me and thee and we. One of the risks of this surgery that has me concerned is that you can have nerve damage. So, hi Trevor, how are you? How are you doing? Good to see you on my last surgery until my last broadcast until Monday because of a surgery tomorrow morning. That's funny. That's all that's on my mind. But you can have nerve damage from they're going to drill 2 holes into my jaw and then shove 2 titanium implants into the holes. Thank you, Trevor. Oh, I'm glad you saw my post. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I reached out in a post because that's really helpful to do. I did that with my last surgery, and it's really nice because if people don't know, they can't really reach out, you know. And it's helpful. I feel quite infantile when I am injured physically through surgery or a car accident that I had in 2016. That was kind of you just turn into this very childlike feeling person. Okay, so let's see. I want to do the Sun on the Sea, and I may or may not do No Worries. I really am trying to beat back this remnants of a migraine. I do not want to get my jaw drilled already in pain. Just saying. How are you? Okay, no worries. Thank you, Sky. I know you are a busy gal. You take care. You have so many responsibilities. That's very sweet of you. TLC to you, Sky. Take care. Hang in there with your own very busy, challenging life. All right. So let's do the Sun on the Sea, and then we will see where we are. I want to do No Worries. I need No Worries, but I'm not sure my head needs No Worries. Let's see. Let's put on the capo. Put this is a nice trip. Let's take a virtual trip to a beautiful place. Close my eyes and breathe in the salty air delights me. A gust call invites me. The crash of a wave excites me. Of course you are, Trevor. A sound like a rain stick. I open my eyes to see a billion petals glittering as they pour toward the sea, toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me. Along the shore I slowly walk, feeling each grain of sand, but my eyes are drawn back toward the sea, and all the beams reflecting. I turn and stare, mesmerized, as if in a trance, overcome by the beauty. I burst forth in dance with the sun on the sea and the sun, with the sun on the sea, dancing with me. Waves spreading over the sand, rolls and rolls of white silk encrusted with pearly beads, tiny bubbles glistening. A big wave crashes on the shore, rushes forth to meet me. I stumble back laughing, it licks toes to greet me. The sun on the sea and the sun on the sea, playing with me. Soon I reach the tide pools, dreaming with life, green anemone shimmering, starfish clustering. Slow but sure I scale the rock, bare feet, bare hands, mindful each step to the top, to behold the ocean grand, and the sun on the sea and the sun on the sea, dazzling me. Out at sea the rock juts, the wave hits the foam, flies, a waterfall of diamonds pours down, a seal swims by without a sound. Soon the sun will go down, a loved one will come around to coax me away from the sparkling sea, while I look back longingly, back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea. calling to me. Back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me. Back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me to dance with me, to play with me, to dazzle me. It's where I long to be. No. That note wasn't, that last note wasn't in the chord. Anyway, the sun on the sea. Debating on whether to finish off with no worries or just leave it there. Thank you, Trevor. Thanks for joining me today on my last broadcast for a few days, if not a week. We'll see how long it takes me to recover. Yeah, I'm debating on whether I want to do no worries. I think I will. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Carrie. I go in so that you know, I will be under the knife. Well, I'm supposed to arrive at 9:15, and the surgery is supposed to start at 9:30. But I'm guessing it probably won't really start until closer to 10, based on... I know, I've been noticing that, Trevor. I've been noticing that a lot. YouTube. I don't understand, like, VUM space dot today. VOM space dot RED. I don't get it. Is that supposed to be a URL? Because it's not even clickable. Like, I don't get the point of it. Do you? Anyway, let's do No Worries. This will be our last song. Oh, it's a link. So it is a link. I didn't even know those were I didn't even know, like, those were, what do you want to call it? Not suffixes, but like, what is the dot something? I didn't dot red and dot today. I didn't even know that was a thing. There you go. Well, that's the answer. You explained it to me. Thank you. So we're going to do No Worries. It's not about not having problems, and it's not to get down on ourselves if we're worrying, but just an invitation to realize that we're not really doing anybody any favors by worrying. Arguably, we're making things worse with our worries. And again, not to be chastising about it, but just to be permissive about it. It's like, hey, great news, everyone. Not worrying feels better, and it's better for actually solving the problem as well. Oh, really? That's cool. I'm glad you investigated them. Like a premium site, like what kind of premium site? For what? Dare I ask? Do I want to know? Maybe I don't want to know. Let's see. All right, last song, guys, for up to a week, at least through Monday, I think, or at least until Monday. 18 plus. Got it, Trevor. Got it. If I start to worry or fretfully hurry, I slow things down and focus within and on around. I focus self-empathy on what I think 'cause I want no worries all in my mind. Worry, stop, sleep, and passion thoughts. They're counterproductive more often than not. So no worries, no worries, no worries for you or me. Yeah, no worries, no hurries. What will be, will be. The very best I can do is when I calmly proceed. Take time for fun. Walk, not run, and know whether completed, missed or repeated. All things in time will pass far behind. So no worries, no worries, no hurries for you or me. Yeah, no worries, no hurries. What will be, will be. What will be, will be. Ba-dum-bum. Wow. I can't believe I was able to sing that. You guys have cured my headache. Vom in the YouTube comment section is a spam link with a timestamp in it. When you click on that comment, you will be landed on another spammy, on any other spammy or illegal website. Don't worry about it. Just don't click on it. Gotcha. All right, guys. Well, I don't want this to be the end because that means I'm that much closer to my surgery. Oh, I'm sorry. See ya. I'm signing off now. But I come on most weekdays, and I do all my own music. So let me put up my little blurb here about what I do. Oh, good for you, Trevor. Thank you for doing that. Sorry, I'm putting up my little comment here. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Carrie. Sorry, it just wiped yours right off the screen practically, Carrie. That's always a risk putting this up, but just my little blurb. I come on most weekdays between 5:30 and 6:15 p.m. Pacific time, more or less. Mostly, I do all original music except one song written for me. Most modern American folk on guitar. Thanks, yeah. But I also do some bluesy and vocal looping songs. And I love folks to come on live when they can and chat me up. I know. And then it's like the YouTube one comes back through on Restream. It's really funny. Anyway, so yeah, gosh, please do consider following, sharing the broadcast. I especially encourage you to follow on Twitter. These are all your options: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Tiffany TLC Music, all one word, is the username everywhere. And I'm so sad that I won't be able to be on. I can't imagine I will be on tomorrow or Friday. I mean, it's possible, like I have miraculous recovery, but I don't see being on tomorrow for sure, and very low odds Friday, and I may be out for part of the beginning of next week. Unknown. I have pretty serious oral surgery tomorrow, so unknown. But watch the replays. Think of me fondly at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. I don't really believe in that, but I don't believe those thoughts do anything magical, directly, but me knowing you're thinking about me will help me maintain my well-being, which will improve the outcome likely. in the experience. Thank you. Well, I will try to update as soon as I can, probably on Facebook. Is what will happen, on the big message. As soon as I can tomorrow, I will probably try to post an update. Because I probably won't have the stamina to reach out to individual folks, except maybe my mom. She'll be like, what's going on? But thanks for being with me, Trevor, Carrie, Sia. Nice to meet you. I hope you like the music. Check out the replays. Consider following. And TLC to you from me. Until next time, take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your week and weekend. And I will miss you. Much rather be with you than where I'm headed tomorrow. Oh well, this too shall pass. At least I'm fortunate enough to have people that are experts in helping, because that would be worse to not have this thing fixed. So take care.